As Jay said, I'm Dr. Samuel Braum, and I thank you for inviting me here today to speak about what Dr. Lushington's experience as a veterinarian might have been like at the turn of the 20th century. As a fellow Cornell graduate and a veterinarian with over 40 years of practice in both large and small animals in our area, I imagine I traveled many of the same roads in the surrounding counties that were familiar to Dr. Lushington, where we both visited farms and sought to care for and cultivate reciprocal relationship between humans and animals. I'm grateful for the opportunity today to celebrate Dr. Lushington's legacy in our community as one of the first Black veterinarians in the United States. After Dr. Lushington graduated from Cornell, he went on to get a degree in veterinary medicine at the University of Pennsylvania in 1897, and then began practicing in Lynchburg, where he would serve from 1902 to 1939. Today, when one thinks about the role of veterinarians, we think about someone who cares for dogs or cats, or someone who tends to large animals like horses and cows, or even someone who takes care of zoo animals and exotic animals. During Dr. Lushington's time, however, veterinarians worked almost exclusively on farm or large animals. The idea of a pet or ability to have a pet wasn't even considered. People were mainly concerned with feeding their own family, so companion animal was not commonplace as it is today. The main animals he would have worked on would have been horses, cows, goats, and sheep. At the beginning of his career, the streets of Lynchburg would still have included horses as the primary means of transportation. In 1906, however, shortly after he set up his practice here, the Oldsmobile Company made available its first motorized horseless buggy that sold for $650. That price made it possible for middle-class Americans to purchase a beagle, but it was still out of reach for the majority. Illness and disability of a horse would have greatly impacted the family's transportation and workplace needs. Dairy and beef cattle were essential to the family's food supply. Many families raised pigs and sheep for the same reason. Dr. Lushington's care of these animals would have been paramount to the survival of families in many ways.